Imagine a city that tore down its greatest architectural masterpiece just to build a sports arena. That's exactly what happened in New York. Penn Station, once a temple of transit and elegance, was demolished to make way for Madison Square Garden. Today, over 500,000 people pass through its dark, cramped halls every single day, many without even realizing the historical tragedy beneath their feet. But something is shifting. After decades of compromise, the city has finally said enough. For the first time in 60 years, serious plans are on the table to either relocate Madison Square Garden or completely transform Penn Station itself. This isn't just a conversation about trains or commuters. This is a battle for the soul of New York City. On one side, powerful developers and transit advocates are calling for a rebirth of Penn Station, a modern marvel that reflects the scale and ambition of the original. On the other, business giants and politicians are clinging to what already exists, no matter how broken it feels. Billions of dollars, decades of missteps, and the future of America's busiest transit hub hang in the balance. In this video, we dive deep into the drama, the competing visions, the politics, and the sheer engineering madness behind what could become one of the boldest urban transformations in American history. Stay with me, because what's coming isn't just about one building. It's about rewriting a city's legacy. At the start of the 1900s, New York City was growing fast. It was loud, crowded, and full of energy. But something big was missing: direct train access from the mainland. At that time, trains from the west stopped in New Jersey. People had to take ferries across the Hudson River to reach Manhattan. It was slow and frustrating. Then came a bold idea. In 1901, the president of the Pennsylvania Railroad proposed a massive project: build tunnels under both the Hudson and East Rivers and connect New Jersey, Manhattan, and Long Island with one powerful rail hub. This wasn't just about transport. It was about making a statement. The project cost $150 million at the time, which would be over $5.6 billion today. Construction began in 1904. Workers dug deep under two rivers and built the foundation for something incredible. And in 1910, the original Penn Station opened. It was stunning. Giant Doric columns, a glass ceiling that filled the space with sunlight, a grand waiting room as tall as a 15-story building. People didn't just use Penn Station, they admired it. They felt proud walking through it. It was more than a train station. It was a symbol of progress. But that pride didn't last. After World War II, rail travel declined. Cars and airplanes became more popular. The Pennsylvania Railroad started losing millions every year. And then a decision was made that still stings today. In the early 1960s, the railroad sold the air rights above the station. In return, they got a smaller underground terminal and a share in a new arena, Madison Square Garden. In 1963, demolition began. By 1968, the new MSG was complete. But the station underneath was no longer grand. It was dark, low-ceilinged, and confusing. People entered New York not with pride, but with frustration. A famous critic even said, "We used to arrive like gods, now we scurry in like rats." That brings us to today. The garden above still hosts massive events. But the station below is a daily headache for more than 600,000 people. It's cramped, it's chaotic, and despite upgrades, it still feels stuck in the past. The biggest question now is, should we fix it or start over entirely? Let's talk about what's being done and what's still on the table. For years, politicians, architects, and community groups have argued about how to fix Penn Station. One of the first big moves came from Senator Daniel Moynihan. He dreamed of bringing back some of the beauty that the original station once had. His plan? Turn the old Farley Post Office, located just across the street, into a new train hall. That idea became reality in 2021, when the Moynihan Train Hall officially opened. It added over 250,000 square feet of passenger space. There's natural light, high ceilings, Article it finally gave Amtrak and Liar riders a better experience. The cost? Around $1.6 billion. But there's a catch. It only serves part of the station's traffic. The rest? Still stuck in the crowded mess below Madison Square Garden. That's where the bigger, bolder ideas come in. A group called the Grand Penn Community Alliance is pushing for something radical. Move Madison Square Garden entirely. Take it off the top of Penn Station and build it somewhere else. They've suggested a nearby site where the Hotel Pennsylvania used to stand. The goal is simple: free up the space above the station and rebuild it into something beautiful again. Architects have already imagined what that could look like. Grand halls filled with natural light, indoor parks, public plazas, shops, offices. It's a vision that mixes transportation with modern urban living. But the price tag? Billions. And moving the garden is no small job. You'd need to convince its powerful owners, navigate city politics, and figure out how to pay for it all. Not everyone thinks that's realistic. Other experts argue we can fix Penn Station without moving MSG. Their plans suggest improving what we already have. That means widening platforms, adding more stairways and escalators, improving airflow and light. In fact, some of this work has already started. A $414 million upgrade to the Lear Concourse brought wider hallways, higher ceilings, and better signs. It's proof that change is possible, even within the current structure. Governor Kathy Hochul has her own plan. She's backed a $7 billion redesign focused on commuters. Another proposal from a design firm calls for reskinning MSG, demolishing the Hulu Theater, and creating a grand new entrance on 8th Avenue. These plans aim to make the station more functional and more welcoming, without needing to move the arena. So, what's the impact of all this? If Penn Station is fully transformed, the benefits could be massive. First, it would improve safety and reduce overcrowding. Second, it could boost the city's economy by making commuting more reliable. And third, it could finally return a sense of civic pride to a place that once inspired awe. But big ideas face big problems. Funding is the biggest hurdle. Estimates range from $6 billion to over $7.5 billion. If you include the cost of relocating MSG, it climbs even higher. And remember, MSG just finished a $1 billion renovation in 2013. Its owners have no reason to move. For them to consider it, the city would likely have to offer massive public subsidies. That's taxpayer money, and not everyone agrees that helping a private sports arena is the best use of public funds. Then there's the engineering side. Beneath Penn Station lies a complex web of tunnels and tracks. If MSG is moved or redesigned, every part of the project must work around this fragile system. And on top of that, another major effort is already underway: the Gateway Program. This $30 to $40 billion project will add 2 new tunnels under the Hudson River and double train capacity. That means even more construction, more coordination, and more risk. So, why are people saying now is the moment for change? In 2013, New York's Community Board voted against giving MSG a permanent permit. They wanted the site to remain flexible for future redevelopment. The City Council agreed, and in 2023, they went even further. MSG was granted just a 5-year extension, the shortest ever. That sent a clear message: the city wants options, it wants movement, and it's preparing for something bigger. So where does that leave us? Right now, there's no final decision. There are plans, dreams, and debates. But there's also a real window of opportunity. What happens next will shape the daily lives of millions and define how New York treats its history, its infrastructure, and its people. One thing is clear: the fight for Penn Station isn't just about concrete and steel. It's about legacy, pride, and the future of the city itself. If you found this story powerful, make sure to subscribe, because this is just one of many untold battles reshaping America's greatest cities.